Good morning, students. Welcome back to chemistry classroom once again. I hope all of you watched the last video. Today I will discuss separating the components of mixture. But at first you have to know, why do we need to separate the components of mixture? Because if we want to get the pure substance from the mixtures, I mean the desirable substance, or to remove the undesirable substance from the mixtures, we have to separate the components of a mixture by applying some physical or chemical methods. So let's start the chapter. Let's start the point. Look at the book. Principles of separation. The separating components of a mixture, we take advantage of the property of the components in which they differ the most. Such as distinguishing property can be state, size, magnetic behavior, solubility, melting point, boiling point, or absorbability. Thus, it will be easy to separate. Normally, what do you mean from that? If we want to separate the components of the mixture, we have to take the property of different components as they are differ from each other. Then we have to follow their shape, size, color, solubility, next absorptibility, melting point, boiling point, etc. A solid from a liquid or a gas and a liquid from a gas. Same as smaller particles from larger ones, a magnetic substance from a non-magnetic substance, a soluble substance from an insoluble one, and a high melting solid from a low melting one. A high boiling liquid from low boiling liquid, same way strongly absorbing substance from a weakly absorbing substance. These are the points. Next, methods of separation. If we want to get back the components of mixture individually, then we have to apply some physical or chemical methods. So these processes are normally sieving, filtration, decantation, sedimentation, magnetic separation, crystallization, evaporation, etc. So at first, I will discuss sieving. What is sieving? This method is based on the difference in the particle size of components. I mean, what is the meaning of that? In case of that, sieving is a process, physical process, by which we can easily separate the two different size of solid particles. When a solid mixture is stirred or shaken on a mess called a sieve, the particles smaller than holes the mess pass through and the larger one remain on the mess. In this process, a mess is used. Mess basically filtered the larger particles and the smaller particles just second on a mess and drop in later. Fine sieves are used in the kitchen to separate bran from flour, or bigger ones on the construction site to separate stone from sand. Thus, sieve of different sizes are used for different solid mixtures. So normally sieving is a process by which we can separate the two solid particles. One particle is more larger than another particles. Basically, mix is used by which we can easily separate the larger particles and the smaller particles by filter out in the drop out in the bottom. This is the sieving process. Next, magnetic separation. So what is magnetic separation? In this process, basically we use a magnetic substance like bar magnet, anything else. If we want to get back the iron fillings, iron particles with any mixture, then we have to apply the magnetic separation process. Because if we normally move through the magnetic substance in the mixture, then easily iron fillings attach with the magnet and the left particles are left behind. Those particles are not attracted by magnet. These particles are left behind. So in this process, normally magnet is used to separate the iron particles. That's why this process is also known as magnetic separation. Next, sedimentation and decantation. This method is useful separating the components of solid liquid mixture in which the solid is heavier than liquid. So student, you have to underline this one. Basically, sedimentation and decantation process is basically applied for separating the components of solid liquid mixture. in which the solid is much heavier than liquid, like sand water mixture. If the mixture allowed to stand for some time, the solid settle down. Whatever settle down is called sediment, and the process sedimentation. So the liquid above the sediment called the supernatant liquid, we can carefully decant it into another vessel. So what is the process? Basically, it is applied to separate the solid particles from liquid mixtures. Basically, solid particles are much heavier than liquid. The same way, if we settle down, if we settle down the mixture and being no disturbing, after a few moments, the heavier particles normally settle down at the bottom, and above water we can decant it out. So this process is also known as sedimentation, and those solid particles normally left behind in the bottom, that is, these are known as sediment, and above the fresh water is also known as supernatant liquid. So in this way we can separate out the solid liquid mixture. Next, filtration. If we want to separate a liquid from an insoluble solid, filtration is better method than decantation. Insoluble solid means those solid is not soluble in any liquid, that is insoluble solid. You have learned how to filter paper cone is prepared and filtered in funnel. The apparatus is set up shown in figure 3.7. The solid liquid mixture is allowed to stand for some time. The supernatant liquid is poured along a glass rod into the funnel. The liquid passes through and the solid collects on the filter paper. The clear liquid thus obtained is called filtrate. In the apparatus, the solid liquid mixture is allowed to stand for some time. The supernatant liquid is poured along the glass rod into the funnel, and the waste particles are left behind on the filter paper, and then the left particles are also known as residue, and the clear liquid thus obtained is called filtrate. So I hope students all of you understood filtration process. Basically, in filtration process, normally we use a filter paper and we give back the normally heavier particles, those are left behind on the filter paper. These are known as residue, and the supernatant liquids that we pour into the bottom, that is known as filtrate. So student, I hope all of you understood what I have discussed today. So for today, up to this portion.